One myth that we commonly face in strength conditioning is that people are a little bit concerned about young people doing strength conditioning. What I'd say to that is that now the research is quite clear that there's no evidence that it stunts growth, and actually the evidence is quite beneficial for a young person's development to be doing that, both psychologically and physically as well. The strength conditioning program will look different for a young person than it would for an older person. There will be maybe less of a focus sometimes on the heavier weights, more of a focus on just moving well, having just good principles of injury prevention exercises in there, and also just keeping it fun and enjoyable for that age group as well. So we've been running courses with Welsh Gymnastics now to help educate coaches on good strength conditioning practices for young athletes.
Strength and conditioning is about building really strong foundations in a person to be able to take with them for the rest of their life. We know that, through research, if kids are more physically active and if they're physically stronger, that's going to carry on into the rest of their lives. And when we were talking to the community and we were talking to our coaches in different disciplines, in different gyms, in different areas, quite a common theme that was coming back was a lack of knowledge and a lack of confidence on being able to deliver strength and conditioning sessions to their gymnasts.
So I found it really useful for just kind of reassuring technique, a little bit more science around strength and conditioning, and also reassuring me as a club that we are doing the right things at the right time and that we can't cause any danger with strength and conditioning. They were really great at kind of explaining exactly what strength and conditioning achieves, and although I already knew that and felt that in myself, it was really nice to have that reassurance. And there was also some great ideas that we could add into our programme that we didn't maybe do before, and also just making sure we're really hot on the techniques. So lift, just enough to keep this all strong, but to rework the balance. Yeah, everyone understand? Fab, okay. On to your next exercise. One of the things I took away from it is they said, you can have a 6-year-old that's more bodily fit than a 10-year-old that's never done exercise, so you can't necessarily go by age, you go by body type and what they're used to doing and what their training involves. So that has really helped us to kind of cater our sessions to make sure that we are hitting not necessarily age as much as what their physical capabilities are.
Strength conditioning is really important for young athletes to help them be physically prepared for the demands that their bodies are going to face during their training and their competitions, especially in a sport like gymnastics, where those athletes can do outstanding things, but it does take a toll on a young person's body especially. So being able to implement good strength conditioning exercises that will help them be more resilient to the physical demands that they're going to face in their sports. Hopefully then, therefore, keeping them injury-free and keeping them performing well for longer.
Making it super fun, using other apparatus, so it's less of, we're going to do sit-ups now, and more, we're going to sit up and put this hoop over there, and then we're going to sit back down, then we're going to sit back up, and all of a sudden they're doing a sit-up without even realising. So that's how we start it, and then obviously as they become more physically capable, as they become a little bit older, and we can explain why they have to do S&C, we start to obviously add more weight, add different, more complicated ways of performing it, adding maybe a full body to a simple exercise, and that's basically how we go through it. But again, just always keeping an eye, what do they need, what is it helping, and why are we doing it? So on a Saturday we have multi-discipline squad training, which means that we have our tumbling discipline and our women's artistic discipline in together. So we use that opportunity to do a really focused S&C circuit. It's a full body circuit, so it doesn't focus on one area of the body, but each exercise may focus on different parts of the body. So we have things to obviously improve leg strength, core strength, full body strength, just general condition of the body.
We've been delivering this course and developing these series of workshops with Welsh Gymnastics, but we're really open to working with other sports. So if your sport wants to create some strength conditioning workshops specific for your sport to help them develop physically for their sport, then please get in touch.
With the course and with strength and conditioning, what we want is just to create strong, confident, happy, healthy gymnasts who are going to carry that on into the rest of their lives. Yes, we want everybody to do gymnastics and we want them to love it and we want them to stay in it, and we really encourage that kind of movement and pathway from being a gymnast and then maybe getting into some coaching and getting into some judging, because we find that typically if someone's in gymnastics they don't tend to leave ever, which is what we want, and that's amazing. But then if we actually have maybe younger ones that start gymnastics and they think, oh, not really for me, I want to go and try a different sport. We really encourage that, and we really want kids to be physically active and healthy in whatever they choose to do.